Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. With the Colts favored by 1. I don't know if it's lazy analysis, but I don't know where I'm going to land with it. But the Titans are on the road.
You don't know if that's lazy analysis.
What is it? Is it what's the struggle for the Titans? Is it road games? Is it odd weeks? Is weeks 1 and 3? Is it odd weeks? A couple numbers here just to back it up. Just using Ryan Tannehill, but it's the entire team. Ryan Tannehill's PFF grade on the road, 58.2. At home, 85.4. Passer rating is 43.
This is just this year.
Just this year.
Okay.
Through 4 weeks. 43 on the road, 113.5 at home. I mean, it's like a very simple flow chart here.
Yes.
Are the Titans on the road? Yes. Oh, they're rebuilding. Ryan Tannehill has lost it. Are they at home? Yes. It's the same Titans team. It's the 2021 Titans that had the number 1 overall seed. Tannehill is awesome. Derrick Henry is difficult to tackle, and Mike Vrabel's coach of the year. But they're on the road here at Indianapolis. So what do you do with that?
Have you considered the impact of the teams that they have played on the road and at home in the first 4 weeks of the season?
Chargers and Bengals at home.
Right. The Chargers have terrible defense, and the Bengals this year have had a pretty bad defense. Conversely, on the road, they face Cleveland, who have like the 85 Bears defense.
But is that chicken or the egg there?
And the Saints.
Is Cleveland's defense great because they played the Titans on the road?
No. Because that's 1 game out of 4.
Maybe.
I don't
Who
think
else on the road?
The Saints.
Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hit or miss.
Right, but they hit. I mean, to answer your question, yes, it's lazy analysis. And in fact, bad analysis, I think. At least for the moment.
What if I'd make it odd week? And it's odd week. It's going to be tough.
Then I think it's even worse.
Okay, thanks. It's a division game, though, too.
What does that do to you?
Making it more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just think they're interesting splits to keep an eye on right now.
They're interesting splits. I don't believe they are particularly significant, interesting splits.
I wonder if Tennessee, this is the stuff coaches do. Like, man, we've been trash on the road. We got to do something different. Like, we're going to fly in earlier. We're gonna change the pregame meal time. Like something that we're going to drive instead of fly. They're going to do something different.
That's what I was going to. How many games exist in the NFL where they drive? They get the bus.
I bet Cincy and Indy probably do it.
Right. That's 2 hours.
That's it.
It's got to be it.
Jets, Giants.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. But even how far is there's a
Nashville
bunch of stuff.
to Indy's probably 4 hours, 5 hours. It's 4 hours to here. Now maybe 6.
It's probably more than that. But there's probably a bunch of stuff east that's drivable, like DC to if Baltimore ever plays DC.
DC and Baltimore, yeah. I mean, you're bringing it today from an analysis standpoint too.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, that's there's more signal on that than there is the 4-week road home.
I'm bringing home road splits, and you're over here like, hey, I wonder if they're driving.
I'm just curious. I don't think it impacts whatsoever. This is what we do on this show.
We have no injury report. Is Bernard Ryman coming back for the Colts?
We go on tangents and discuss it.
Yeah. That's why the people love us.
Yeah.
Anything else you're looking for in this game? I brought mine.
I mean, look, Anthony Richardson was pretty impressive last week. He had a bunch of passes that were he's starting to have that. He's actually fitting quite neatly into that Andrew Luck thing, right? Where the style points look spectacular, but overall it's not necessarily producing amazingly right now.
I would not make that comparison. No.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know. That's not where I would go with it.
The perception on Andrew Luck was consistently higher than his PFF grade for basically the entirety of his career.
So you're saying
until right at the end where he looked amazing, played amazing, and then he retired.
So you're talking about the Twitter sphere, the reaction to what Anthony Richardson is doing on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now Dan Orlovsky did that thing. We're doing the Cam Newton thing again, right? Where he pulled up this one play that's like a pinpoint bullet. He's like, accuracy issues. You're like, well, yeah, not on that play, but overall, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's just annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're going to be doing this again.
2 things can be true. Quarterback is overall inaccurate on more passes than his peers.
Yes. Even in this game.
And he also has some awesome, very accurate passes.
Even in this game, his adjusted completion rate was 56.5%.
Yeah.
That's atrocious.
There was the preseason game he had, whatever, it doesn't matter.
He has the lowest, I think, adjusted completion rate in
There's
the NFL.
elements of that, Sam, because there was one game he threw an absolute dart in the preseason, and I had missed it, and I circled back, and I saw the box score, and he was like 9 for 28 or whatever it was.
Right. It's not the lowest. It is, in fact, he's higher than Kenny Pickett and Jordan Love in terms of adjusted completion rate this year. But the point being, it's exactly the same conversation as Cam Newton. Cam Newton had some of the most amazingly pinpoint accurate throws any quarterback has ever had, but when you up the sample size from 1 to 600, he was one of the least accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. That is currently where Anthony Richardson is. He has some of the most amazing pinpoint accurate throws in football, but when you up the sample size to what is currently 141 dropbacks, 85 dropbacks for him, 141 for Pickett, he becomes one of the least accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. It's just a case of what sample size are we dealing with here.
All that said, I'd be encouraged by what I've seen from Anthony Richardson.
Yes.
I think they've shown that.
That's why I'm saying it's the Andrew Luck thing.
They can use him in the run game a little bit. He makes some of those spectacular throws, and I think it's when he's missing throws, it's like, all right, that's the question, right? The throws that he's been missing, when and if he just starts hitting some of the easy stuff. When and if he just starts hitting some of those. But there's an impressive comeback last week against the Rams, and I'd be encouraged.
I think the biggest thing for him is he's showing what we articulated at draft time, which is he's not, wildly raw and completely incapable of this. Like, he's ready for this. He just needs the experience, and he needs to improve that accuracy to hit, an incredible ceiling. But I think the ceiling is clearly there. Like that, those pinpoint passes, what he can do on the ground, the fact that he isn't like completely lost in and over his head. Already, I think we have a fairly clear, defined ceiling of genuine greatness. And the fact that he isn't completely lost shows that we can work towards that. Now we just have this open question of how much can you improve this accuracy? Because these throws of pinpoint precision suggest there's something there, but we also know it's generally quite hard to get a guy from like a 55% passer to a 65% passer. It happens. Josh Allen did it. Other guys have done it, but it still doesn't happen every year,
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, number 1 and 2 in the NFL right now, I believe, in completion percentage. Yes. The two most drastic, I don't even want to say accuracy improvements, because I still don't think Lamar is accurate, but he completes a higher percentage of passes. But they had the biggest jumps. I still think Allen went to become a more accurate passer. I think Lamar completes a higher percentage of his passes. But either way, where are you going to go in this one? Indy by 1. By the way, one question here. My friend Blake Freeland, the left tackle for the Colts, got beat up last week against the Rams. If he has to play again for Bernard Ryman, watch him against Arden Key.
Very different assignment this week. Aaron Donald 1 week, Arden Key the next.
It wasn't just Donald, but like the Rams went and tried to exploit that.
Right, a large part of his problems came against Aaron Donald. I'm going to go with the Colts, I think. Starting to buy into this.
Yeah. I really want to take Tennessee. So, right, here's what I battle. Recency bias.
Versus they're on the road.
Yes. The last week we saw the Titans, they look good. Old school Titans. They're back. But now they got to go on the road. So I'm going to give the home road analysis 1 week.
Oh, God.
1 week. So I'll take Indy to cover the 1.